Blessings. Welcome to today's Law Enforcement Daily Devotional. Today I read was Song of Songs, and I'm going to hop into it, but I'm going to tell you right now it's not going to take long because there's just not, this is such a great love story, but there's not a lot of law enforcement takeaways for me that I could find. Now, if you find something contradictory, you see something that is law enforcement related, please email me and let me know. I would love to get your take on this. Chuck at FCPO.org. But first off, after reading this, read a couple of commentaries, and then I looked at a source that I'm going to plug today. There's a guy named Michael Easley, and he used to be the president of Moody Bible College. He's been the lead pastor for a lot of big churches, and now he's got a radio show called Michael Easley in Context. Anyway, I've followed this guy for years, really look up to him. But anyway, I was looking at something he did on Song of Solomon's just last year, and he made this point that it just was really stuck out to me. I mean, it made a big impression on me. Solomon wrote this song. It's intended to be a song, and he wrote it as the Song of Songs, just like what God is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. I mean, he's the pinnacle, he's the apex, he's holy, and nothing compares or comes close to that. And so Solomon titled his song, his poem, the Song of Songs, thinking that it was that great and that set apart. And I'm not saying that it's not. I mean, my gosh, it ends up in God's Word in the Bible for all time. So, man, maybe this is the Song of Songs, the greatest song ever written. But anyway, I just thought, what a great introduction to this, that it is the Song of Songs, and has a place in history in God's Word that generation after generation after generation they're gonna read this and see it. So, good thought as we moved into this book to recognize the importance and the gravity of what we're reading. One of the main interpretations, and the one that seems to agree with most commentators, is that Solomon actually puts himself as the antagonist in this story. He goes out to inspect his vineyards, and as he's inspecting them, he comes across this beautiful young girl, and most say she's probably around 16 years old, takes her, brings her back to Jerusalem, and puts her in with all of his, in his harem. That's the word I'm looking for, harem. But she was in love with a shepherd, and she wants to get back to her shepherd. Even, she could have this advantage of being with Solomon and all these riches and all the, this life of luxury. But her love is so deep that she wants to go back to the shepherd. So her brothers help her escape, help her get back to the shepherd, and we're told that she lives happily ever after. And it's just, it's a neat story. So take it for what it's worth. Let me know what your law enforcement takeaway from this is. Tomorrow we're going to be in 1 Kings chapter 11 verses 1 through 40. We're not going to read the whole chapter. And then jump over to Ecclesiastes, and we're going to read more from Solomon in chapters 1 and 2. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. You guys be safe out there.